going on, my good folks? It's your man, your guy, your boy, 1127 Kicks. I hope everybody out there is having a great day, an amazing day, and overall blessed day. Hey man, if you're new to the channel, do your boy a huge favor, man. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the page. And if you're already with the movement, bro, it is greatly appreciated, man. Hit that like button, share this video, and let's keep this page growing. So, man, we're gonna have an open discussion today, man, because as y'all all know, this past Sunday the MJ documentary came out and stuff like that. And if you watch a lot of these sports shows and everything, man, it's like, is LeBron James the GOAT? Is Michael Jordan the GOAT? You know, who's better and stuff like that, man. And I just want an open discussion. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody state their opinions and on how they feel about who's better, who's the GOAT and stuff like that. Now, personally, I was born in '95. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't see Michael Jordan play or nothing like that in his prime. Of course, in my generation, I've seen more of, you know, LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Of course, overall, y'all already know I'm a Kobe guy. You dig what I'm saying? I'm Kobe all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? My generation growing up, Kobe's the GOAT, in my opinion. You dig? But just going to the, you know, Michael Jordan and the LeBron James thing. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm a basketball head. Like, I'm really into basketball. You know, I watch, you know, the hardwood classics. Even the games that they don't even air on TV, that's a hardwood classic. I sit there and I watch them and stuff like that just because I'm so into the game and stuff like that when I have time to actually do it. So, all right, let's just get into this. LeBron James, he plays for my Lakers, man. And LeBron James, he's tough. Bro, it's hard, you dig? Like, third on all-time scoring list. He's going to be top 10 in assists and rebounds, or maybe top 5 by the time he retires, and just going to be top 5 in scoring. You feel what I'm saying? That's definitely dope, man. You can't argue with LeBron's stats. I think he's an overall career 27.7 rebounds, 7 assists. 6'8", 240, 260, whatever you want to call it. He's a beast. You know, 4 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, 3 rings. You know, I believe, what, 16 All-Star games and stuff like that. Hey, and what he's doing right now in his 17th year is crazy, bro. It's super duper dope, man. And you got to give LeBron his props. You got to give him his props. But people are tripping, bro. If you really think that LeBron is actually better than Michael Jordan, bro. If you really think he's better. Now, a lot of people always talk about, you know, if we just sat there and we talked about stats and we talked about numbers, you feel what I'm saying? But when Michael Jordan retired from the Bulls, Michael Jordan was averaging over 30 points a game. I think it was like 31 point something. When he came back, that's when he averaged like, what, 22, then 20, something like that for those 2 seasons with the Wizards. That's when he had dropped down to, you know, 30 points exactly. But by the time he retired, he averaged 31 points. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Michael Jordan has scored 30 plus, I believe, like 7 or 8 times in his career. 30 plus. And one of those seasons, it was 37 points a game, which is crazy. And on top of that, he wasn't even a 3-point shooter. Just think about that. James Harden, and he was shooting over 50% from the field. James Harden right now, I believe, is averaging 34 points. And last year, averaged 36, and he was shooting like 44% from the field. And we all know he's a high volume shooter, and I believe like 36, 37 percent from 3, which is really good, which is efficient. Bro, Michael Jordan averaged 37, and he couldn't shoot at the time, bro. He was not a jump shooter at all. Like, just think about that. In a league where the defense was tougher, it was hand checking, they knocking people out the air and everything like that, you still average 37 and you're not even pulling tray balls like that. So he really getting his points the hard way. So just for the simple fact that he averaged 37 or 8 times in his career is super duper dope, because we can't take our eyes off of James Harden, and I believe this is his 3rd year in a row where he's averaging 30. We can't take our eyes off of him. You feel what I'm saying? So just imagine in today's game, somebody doing that 7 or 8 seasons, bro. And one of those seasons, he's averaging 37, shooting over 50% from the field. So then you got that, and then like Michael Jordan career stats are not bad for, you know, for a shooting guard. What it is, 30 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. That's really well. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, you dig. LeBron only averages 1 more rebound than him, and he averages 2 more assists and stuff like that. But that's fine. And then on top of that, like Michael Jordan, this is what Michael Jordan did. And if you watch the documentary, he sits there. He says that he played 13 years for the Chicago Bulls because he set out 18 months. You know, when he retired the first time. So in his 13 years with the Chicago Bulls, he has 10 scoring titles. So it's only 3 years he didn't get a scoring title with the Bulls. So 10 scoring titles. He has 5 league MVPs. He has 6 NBA Finals rings, championships. 6 NBA Finals MVP. What it is, like 2 or 3 dunk contest wins. I want to say 2 that he has. And then on top of that, he got Defensive Player of the Year in that time span. You dig? And now I know a lot of people sit there and say, well, you really can't, you know, knock LeBron for his finals losses and stuff like that or whatever. And you know, he went to 8 straight finals, and that's super duper dope, bro. You can't take that away from him and stuff like that. You can't take it away from him. And you know, most people, they sit there and they say, well, when he lost against the San Antonio Spurs and stuff like that, LeBron was young. He didn't have a team on him. That team didn't have no business being there, which is correct. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, when you get with D Wade and them in Miami, he didn't know how to win yet. Him and Dwayne Wade didn't know how to work with each other, so they end up losing to the Mavericks. Then they pull off 2 in a row, and then they end up losing to the who they end up losing to? They end up losing to the Spurs. And then when he comes back to Cleveland, he gets his ring, beats the Golden State Warriors and stuff like that or whatever. And one year he actually lost to him. The year before they actually won, but it was just him. And his second best player was Matthew Dellavedova, and he was able to take the Warriors 6 games. And that's super dope. And if you look at his stats in those finals, it's crazy. You know, he was the lead on being a 73-9, you know, Golden State Warriors team and stuff like that. And his main losses with the opponents that he was facing and stuff like that, he faced the Golden State Warriors, and he faced, you know, the Spurs. Those were like the really big teams. And then you started seeing, you know, Golden State pretty much stacked up, and when it got KD, was like, hey, you know, we got to beat Bron. We already know he's going to beat there and stuff like that. And I definitely understand that. You feel me? But at the same time, LeBron has went to overall 9 finals, and he's won 3 of them. So bro's 3-6 in the finals. Now, a lot of people, like I said, they sit there and talk about the finals teams that he had win against or whatever. But you also got to look at the road that LeBron had to take to actually win. You feel what I'm saying? I understand people gonna sit there and talk about Toronto and all these other teams when he was just like really going off like that or whatever, you know. But at the same time, man, them boys, the East was scared of Bron. If you want to be honest, and no, you cannot lie about this, bro. One year they played the Hawks. They played the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro, and the Hawks had a crazy year, but we all knew that the Hawks was going to get swept that year, and they actually did get swept by them, you feel me? But the main thing I want to say is if you really look at LeBron James' road to get to the finals, it wasn't tough. The only teams that you could really sit there and talk about that was tough, that was knocking them out, was the Boston Celtics Big 3 with KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. Now, people sit there and say, well, they created that Big 3 to get through LeBron. No, they didn't, bro. They did not create that Big 3 to beat LeBron. The Celtics had a trash year. They end up getting Ray Allen on the trade, and they end up getting Kevin Garnett on the trade, and then they end up catching that dub. Now, LeBron James, he definitely went and teamed up with Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and stuff like that, because he was like, yo, we got to get through the Celtics and stuff like that. This is what they got over there. We're going to team up too. And there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm cool with that. You're going to get your ring how you get your ring. But other than that 2008, 9, 10 Celtics team when they had the Big 3, he lost to Orlando one year, which was in 09, which was crazy. He shouldn't have lost to that team. But other than that, you know, he wasn't really going against no headhunters and stuff like that until he got to the finals. And everybody knows that the West, as of right now, especially in the 2000s, has been way tougher than the East, if you just want to be honest with it. Now, if you want to sit there and talk about Jordan's era and stuff like that, even though like you could sit there and say like, all right, the West was weaker than the East and stuff like that, which I could definitely understand and everything or whatever. But you got to think about the road that he had to take to actually get to the finals. You feel what I'm saying? Like he had to beat the Knicks, he had to beat the Pacers, he had to beat the Celtics, he had to beat the Pistons. Even the Miami Heat when they had Alonzo Mourning and them boys and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shaq when he was in Orlando, he had to go through them. You dig what I'm saying? So those teams right there was crazy, and he had to literally go through those teams. You dig what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it wasn't like the teams that he was playing back then was like scrub teams in the West or whatever. A lot of those teams were 60-win teams and stuff like that. Now I understand with this decade and stuff, we could go back and look at players and be like, yeah, maybe that guy can't play in the league, that guy can't play in the league or whatever, and all that's up for debate. But he wasn't playing like no 47-win team and stuff like that. It wasn't like that he wasn't playing Hall of Famers and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Every single time Michael Jordan went to the finals, he was playing against Hall of Famers, bro. Hall of Famers. And if you want to be real, he only played with one Hall of Famer. And that's my big thing that really separates Jordan and LeBron and stuff like that, is for the simple fact that when soon as Scottie Pippen came into himself and became an all-star caliber player and really started doing his thing and stuff like that, they didn't lose after that. They didn't lose after that. It was over with. It was a done deal. You feel what I'm saying? Now, like, no shade against LeBron. I know he has had a lot of teams where you just like, they not even supposed to be here and stuff like that or whatever. And part of that, I feel like it's because of ownership. They just feel like they have LeBron. LeBron put all the pieces together and stuff like that. But with LeBron, if you really just think about the Hall of Famers that he has played with, bro, in his career, honestly, should be no reason why he's 3-6, bro. Like, he played with Dwayne Wade. He played with Chris Bosh. Then, he had Ray Allen on this squad, you feel what I'm saying, who hit that real clutch three. And honestly, what I feel like really saved his career, because Ray Allen missed that three and the Spurs won the championship, and LeBron only got, what, 2 rings if we go ahead and give him that ring in Golden State, and he 2-7. That's tough. But you got Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, and then when he goes back to Cleveland, I don't care what nobody say, man, Kyrie's going to be a Hall of Famer, easy day. He go ahead and he plays with Kyrie, Hall of Fame caliber player. You dig what I'm saying? After he leaves Kyrie, he got AD, Anthony Davis. He goes play with he doesn't go play with AD. He brings AD in. You feel what I'm saying? Which was set up. And look at that, bro. That's 5 Hall of Famers that he has played with, bro. 5 Hall of Famers, bro. 5 of them guys. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, he on my Lakers. I hope he get a ring this year. He got 3 chips to show for it. Like, that's it. You dig what I'm saying? Then on top of that, if Kyrie, and a lot of people talk about, don't give Kyrie his credit, if Kyrie don't ball in those finals against, you know, the Golden State and stuff like that, if he doesn't hit that big shot and stuff like that or whatever, shoot, what about LeBron's career then? You dig what I'm saying? And I understand, like, Michael Jordan, a lot of other people hit big shots and stuff like that as well. But what I'm saying is just like, he played with 5, LeBron played with 5 Hall of Famers. Michael Jordan literally played with 1. And I believe and Dennis Rodman, excuse me. He played with Dennis Rodman as well. That's 2. And I believe Horace Grant may be a Hall of Famer. I'm not completely sure. But on the second 3P team, yes, they have 3 Hall of Famers on their team and stuff like that or whatever. But other than that, but Dennis Rodman, defensive stopper, rebounder and stuff like that. But Jordan didn't play with 5 Hall of Famers. He didn't play with 5 of them guys. You feel what I'm saying? He played with 3 total. Give him 2 more Hall of Famers. Give him a Hall of Fame point guard and a Hall of Fame power forward / center. You dig what I'm saying? What if Michael Jordan went and got Shaq on his team? You dig what I'm saying? What if he went and got and was like, you know what, Magic Johnson, why don't you come over here and play point guard for forwards real quick and stuff like that or whatever, like, or Reggie Miller, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and you know, we just need somebody to pull them trade balls for us or whatever. You dig? So that's like the big difference with them. With me, honestly, I feel like Michael Jordan played with less than what LeBron had, and his road to the finals, it was way harder to actually get there, and then he still won. You feel what I'm saying? Then he did it averaging more than 30 points a game. And if you look at Michael Jordan's stats in the playoffs, he has more 50-point games than he has when he scored under 20. Just think about that. He has a better chance of scoring 50 points on your team than your team has of holding him under 20. That's crazy, bro. So just throwing that out there, not taking nothing away from LeBron. I think he's great. I think he's an amazing man. But when you just add it up and stuff like that, what Jordan did in 13 years with the Bulls, that's bar none. You feel what I'm saying? Like Jordan, by the time he retired, he was third all time in scoring. 13 years. LeBron James has hit 17 years this year, and he's finally third in scoring. You feel me? Although, you know, you had, you know, Kobe pass him and stuff like that, or pass Jordan or whatever. But still, it took him 17 years to go ahead and pass Jordan. Just think about that, man. You just got to think about that. Jordan did this stuff for 13 years. And I'm just going to ask y'all personally, if you played in the NBA for 14 years, since we will add, you know, Jordan's, his Wizard days. So you add those days up. Would you rather, and you look at LeBron's 17 years, would you rather average 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, win 10 scoring titles, 5 league MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 6 NBA final championships, a defensive player of the year, throw yourself some dunk contests in there, and I believe like 3 or 4 All-Star game MVPs? Or would you rather average 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, which is still great, go to 9 NBA finals, win 3 of them, 3 finals MVPs, you know what I'm saying? And when you retire, you're going to be top 5 in scoring, top 5 in rebounding, and I believe top 5 in assists. Which one you gonna rock with, bro? Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, bro. You just look at it, man. If you just look at Michael Jordan highlights, he was just on a different level. And if you played in today's game with today's rules and stuff like that, he was averaging 30 back then. He's giving people buckets now because people don't even play defense. So let's just get that out the way. He's averaging over 30 points a game. So that's just my personal opinion on there right there, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Do y'all feel like Jordan is better than LeBron? Do you think LeBron is better? You know, but when I sum it up, you know, I just like to appreciate great players and stuff like that. Overall, like I said, me growing up, Kobe was a GOAT for me. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the conversation, man. In the comment section, do y'all think LeBron's the GOAT or Jordan is, man? And let me know why. But I appreciate y'all. Let's just have this open discussion, man. Let's have fun with it. And it's your boy 1127 Kicks. And always remember, bless your feet with something.
Who done hit me up and told me shit on these niggas? Cause these niggas out here came at you going, showing the difference. Keep on dropping all of that shit that made these folk wanna listen. You know these niggas ain't fucking tell her, get out of